Look, I
You
have
are highly
documents here,
welcome to
and I'm going to
Sana
teach you
Evening
state
Media.
capture.
So,
Honorable Chinia was deputy minister. I'll give you all the documents for your perusal, and I'll tell you why he won't escape jail. Honorable Chinia was deputy minister.
But you don't determine
Don't
who
worry,
goes to
don't
jail.
worry. I'm going to put the bare facts here.
Yeah, but you don't determine
Usually
who
we
goes to
discuss
jail.
people when they are not on set, right? Today the corporate is on set, so I will discuss it here, and I'll give you every document. Unlike he denied, Honorable Chinia was deputy minister. Yesterday, I heard him ranting on Good Morning Ghana 2 days ago. That President Mahama bought this, President Mahama bought that, bought this state land. When he was asked to prove, he failed to do so. But little did he know that he himself has been a culprit so long as the dissipation of state property is concerned. As we speak now, his radio station is on a land in Tumu. That land was a government land. It belonged to the local assembly. His radio station is there. How did he acquire that land? Number two, close to the stadium in Tumu is government land. As we speak now, he's putting up a filling station there. How did he acquire that land? State land. Yet, he sat on TV and was mentioning President Mohammed's name as if that was even true. Meanwhile, you have been acquiring state property. The land where you stayed, the property you stayed as deputy minister in Wa, the land just next to it, he's acquired it. How did he get it? State property at a residential area. It's now in his name, Chinia. As if that was not enough, I'm going to teach you proper state capture. His brother went to form a company, and the company is called Bawuriese. If you can correct me, you know the name. Batuawese, very good, he knows it. Batuawese, his brother, direct brother, is also called Chinia, Baka Chinia also. You know the name, what's your brother's name?
You go on.
His driver was also part to form that company. His brother is called Abdel Bazak Chinia. His driver is called Dimbie Yahya. And his direct cousin is called Olatunji Amuda. They formed a company called Batuawese. Came to him as deputy minister, together with his minister at the ministry. And he awarded a contract, a road contract worth 12 million to his own brother. They captured all the projects in Tumu, Sesala, his constituency, and decided to execute it as one family, as if we didn't have contractors in Tumu. What saddened my heart, Sewa, is that after the awarding of contracts to his own brother, which sparks traces of conflict of interest, and to a larger extent, massive corruption, they took mobilization and failed to do the work. As we speak today, that road has been abandoned in his own constituency. So I kept saying that, look, if you even want to be wicked to your own constituency, at least if you want to engage in family and friends, if you want to be corrupt in your own society, you should take the contract and execute it. You don't take it and leave it. Today your people are struggling, your own constituency. Are you happy, Mr. MP? As if that was not enough. They went to the Ministry of Agric. I'm going to teach you state capture. And they went and took goose, farm inputs worth I think 4 million. Farm inputs worth 4 million. They brought the farm inputs, smuggled half a number to foreign countries. Fertilizers were smuggled under the Planting for Food and Jobs. The minister then of Agric cautioned him that, look, the rate at which they were smuggling fertilizer to neighboring countries was high. And the amount of money.
Cautioned who?
Cautioned him as deputy minister. It is in a letter. I'll give it to you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I brought all facts. You can take these two. And then 1, 2. Today, we'll talk about state capture. The third one, they took farm inputs and they smuggled half. The amount that was used and paid for was 1.3 million. I read a letter that was written to his minister to tell him as deputy minister to pay the balance they were owing to government. The letter says, under the Planting for Food and Jobs campaign, outgrower scheme, operators and commercial farmers were allowed to access farm inputs. So farm inputs that were meant for his constituents, he alone went and collected them and denied his constituents access to these farm inputs. Now listen carefully. Batuawese Company Limited, owned by the deputy regional minister, say, why are you listening? He was deputy minister of the Upper West region, is the company that accessed farm inputs under the campaign in 2017. Per the arrangement, the company paid only 50%, and they refused to pay the other 50%. This is the letter. So, Chinia did not only buy state lands in Tumu, he did not only buy state lands in Wa, he further took farm inputs that belonged to his own society. I am saying all this because he was first to be ranting on TV.